Hi, good morning, garden friends. Hope you are having a wonderful day, no matter where you are in it. It's an early August morning. Beautiful. It cooled off during the day. It was like 105 yesterday, and we got a little bit of the smoke from the fires, which is always disconcerting. So I'm up and at 'em this morning. So in addition to my daily chores, so I'm going to do my watering, my pulling in the weeds. So I'm gonna pull weeds in the walkway, the fire pit walkway. I'm gonna water out here, my hummingbird highway. I'm gonna prune, and then for my nourishing or my feeding of the garden, I picked up some Soul Po Mag. And this is something that Janie has talked about over on Dig Plant Water Repeat that's good for roses. So I'm going to give my roses a little bit of that. I'm also going to do some checking of drip, some things I think might need to be adjusted. And I haven't figured out what my one big chore is going to be today. I still have not planted my flowering maple behind the Buellton. I don't know if I haven't decided if I like it up there. I'd love it if you tell me. Do you like it back there? I think it does give it some nice little pop of color back there. I would need to get a couple more. I think I've been calling these Lucky Lantern Tangerine. I think I'm wrong. I think these are Victor Riedel, because I was doing some research because I was looking to see if I could buy any more of them. And I think that's what it is, which is a really classic standard California native, I wouldn't say native, but bred here in California by a California grower, a really popular one. And it just has all the classics of it. It's hard to tell. I went down a rabbit hole of flowering maple. And let me tell you, there's a lot. There's a lot of hybrids, and there's a lot of crossings of this and that's, and I'm like, oh boy. But in my research, it said, oh, you can propagate these pretty easy. I was like, oh, maybe I should try that this winter. So I might do that. But I haven't planted them yet because I don't know if I like them there or not. It is nice against the black fence. Kind of fills in that space really nicely. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like it? If you look at it from this angle, it does look nice, having that pop of green. So I think what I'm reacting to is that it doesn't drop its dead. It hangs on to the dead spent leaves. Unlike this flowering in Buellton, I've got this, what I think might be Pink Charm, or this Tiger's Eye. Both of them drop their leaves or their spent blooms pretty quickly, whereas that one hangs on to them. I gave it a shot, a water blast yesterday to see if that helped, and it didn't. So we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to feed my roses, which are looking a little peaked, and I don't know what I'm going to do for my my kind of beautification, project today. So I'm going to walk around and do these things, and then I'll see what I end up doing. All right, you can come with me if you'd like. Okay, Soul Po Mag stands for sulfur, potash, and magnesium. That's so funny, potash. We were on Potash Road when we were in Moab, Utah, on our trip we went on a family camping trip for a month last summer and drove up this cool road called Potash Road. It had towering cliffs, but I never really knew what potash was. So now we know. It's some sort of mineral. It enhances color on blooms and foliage, excellent for roses and other plants. And what it is a 0020. So it says that for shrubs, roses, shrubs, and trees, feed roses and other plants 2 tablespoons on established plants, mix lightly into the surface of the soil, and water thoroughly. You can also use it in containers as well as other vegetables, annuals, and perennials. But 2 tablespoons, that's not a lot. All right, so we're gonna just go start sprinkling like a fairy godmother. no idea that I had that many roses. Actually, I knew I had that many roses, but I didn't realize how many I had until I started feeding them all. Okay, now I'm gonna water them in. All right, that was quick. That was a quick little chore. As I was walking around, I saw some things I need to deadhead, namely these Canterbury bells and cherry bells that are in here. I have 3 plants and I need to deadhead them. So I'm gonna do that real quick. There, looks way better. Those brown things, and I just did the cut and toss method. I just tossed them into the dirt. This is a new plant for me. It's cherry bells, and it's beautiful, and it's growing lots of new. I'm like, the performance is much better than these Canterbury bells so far. But I did read something. Turn the camera on. I did read something that it's super invasive, but I don't know what that means. So I was actually talking about it on a garden forum. Invasive can mean a lot of different things. It can mean that it escapes into the wild, it becomes a noxious weed, hard to eradicate. I would say things like Scotch broom, because it pushes out the native, plants. There's that type of invasive. There's invasive in terms of it spreads by runners in your garden, and it's hard to eradicate. I would put like yarrow and anemone in that space. There's things that freely reseed, like Verbena bonanciaris. I could never say that. So I think, the word invasive is tossed around a lot, and we tend to mean that it grows where we don't want it to grow. So I think invasive really means that it can take over and push out native plants. I would say that a better word would be that it grows willy-nilly or it's a bully in the garden. A lot of people say that, like about sweet woodruff. It's not for us. Well, not for me anyway. But I know for a lot of people it is. But that is such a pretty plant. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, invade a little bit. I'm good with that. Now, remind me in 6 months after it actually does that if I still feel that way, because yarrow is like the bane of my existence. So we will see. I thought that about yarrow at one time too. Okay, so I think I've done all my chores. I've watered, I've deadheaded, pruned, I've pulled weeds, I've harvested, grabbed some tomatoes every day. So now I just need my one garden project, and I haven't figured out what that's going to be yet. I have to walk around and see like what I'm feeling up for. I really want to get these a Buellton planted, but maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like them here? Every time I swing by here, every time I walk by, I think, ah, they're there. I can see them now. They're so pretty. I think maybe what's bothering me is their naked legs. I wonder if I deadhead them just a tad bit better, or not deadhead, prune them back hard, or, you know, took them down. I think they're really leggy because I had them crammed in the hummingbird garden. And so, you know, maybe this winter I'll take them back. Okay, I'll do it. I'll plant these. I can always unplant them, right? All right, that will be my beautification for my garden today. I'll take you along for it. Okay, never mind. I can't get in there and lift all these bags and stuff. I'm not quite ready for that yet. So I either need my husband to help me or my son, and I'd rather be at my husband because my son is 13 and he's a little messy. Let me think. I'm gonna walk around the garden and see what other kind of big, oh, I have my list. I'll go check out my list. Let's go see that. Here's my chore list. I just bought this at the dollar store. It's just, you know, it's just a book of white pages, and in it I have ideas, I have my chores, I sketch out ideas of new beds, things like that. So I'm just looking over my list that I've created for the 30-day challenge, which is day 23 today. Whoop, whoop. And most of what's left is just like the really kind of more intense chores that I need to do, and I'm just still not feeling quite up to doing that yet. So I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. Yeah, I think that'll do it for today. I just, maybe a quick day, and that's okay. Some days you don't have to go out and, solve world peace and boil the ocean, as they say. Some days it's just fine to do a few things here and there, and I think that's what I'm feeling up for today. I feel good about feeding our roses with the Solpo mash. I feel good about deadheading the Canterbury bells. So just a few garden chores and things look great, and I'm happy with that. So happy gardening. I hope you get a chance to go out and let your garden love you back today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.